Most of them don't have the ability to find their ass with both their hands, okay?
Okie dokie, friends. Once again, good morning. It's a nice Thursday here in Courtlandia. There's actually kind of an embarrassment of riches at the moment. There's a lot going on in a lot of courtrooms across the country. But I'm gonna stay in this building. Let's go back to Judge O'Donnell, new contestant there.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what exactly is the problem here?
To be honest, sir, what happened was...
Please be honest.
Yes, sir. I was on my way up here for probation, my normal weekly thing. Every Monday, I was doing the decision points, and my vehicle broke down on the side of the freeway. I took pictures of it. I had the vehicle towed. I sent pictures and receipts to my probation officer stating that my vehicle broke down. And as you know, I was coming from Akron at that point, and she pretty much told me that if I do not show up, I violate. That is what
Who is that? Which officer?
Megan. And I sent her pictures and receipts. I mean, I didn't lie. I mean, my car, I don't have a car anymore. So I have no vehicle anymore because of that.
So what have you been doing for the better part of 9 months?
Been volunteering, been trying to do side jobs whenever I can, been helping out at the church as much as I can and the food bank, and to be honest, was just trying to get things settled in Akron. As you know, I originally was up here in Paynesville, and then due to this case a year ago, I lost everything. So I was just trying to rebuild at least somewhat stable apartment, and then once again, I failed on probation, meaning I had a warrant, and with my job history, it's kind of hard for me to apply to any type of job because of the warrant, so I was unable to obtain work. So that's why I chose to turn myself in to get this resolved.
Where did you turn yourself in?
Down in Akron. Summit County, I was there for a week, and then I've been here for a week now.
All right, so where were you working?
I just was doing under the table side jobs, shoveling snow, doing sidewalks, clearing driveways, helping out whoever I could, helping people at church when needed, just whatever I could do.
Didn't you have an interview last July somewhere down there?
Yes.
What happened with that?
I had the interview, had a secondary interview, and then never got a call back. So just didn't work out. And then once I lost the vehicle, losing transportation is a big thing. So
how did you think all this was going to end?
by turning myself in.
Well, when you didn't show up, so was this July 28th you were on your way here?
I believe it was later than that, sir.
Okay, well, you didn't show up July 28th. Is there any notes from Megan that you have there, Kim?
I will pull that up and look, Your Honor.
Because
That little synopsis, Kim, has all of her notes.
Oh, on that little piece of paper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'll be a little easier, I'll pull that up. So the last note that she has, no, oh, there we go. It's not showing what I need, but thank you, Jim. I'll have it in just a second.
my guess is that it wasn't July 28th where your car broke down and you called Megan and told her that and sent her pictures and she said, I don't care, get here, or a warrant's going out. That's not Megan.
I have it, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
I do have on 7/28, she said, Zachary called a tow place, $150 to get it back to Akron, can't get rides. Called the people he could. I told him to call me tomorrow afternoon and I would talk to chief of probation about this. He emailed me pics of what he says is the broken down car attached. But she still gave him a failure to report, and that was on 7/28 of 25. And then on 7/31 of 25, she staffed the failure to reports with Craig. If he does not come for this decision point, an office visit on Monday, we will violate. I called Zachary and told him this.
Yeah.
We discussed his job search. And then on 8/5, there was a failure to report yesterday. And then on 8/6 is when they decided we will file on the 2 failure to reports and failure to complete decision point.
At that point, I had no transportation, and that's what happened. I didn't have any contacts, there was no buses that ran from there, and I had no money, so that's why I failed.
So now what?
Well, I mean, where we left off last time is that I was close to finishing decision point, was that you were gonna allow me to transfer my probation to Akron so I'd be closer to where I was staying. But now that I've failed on decision point, I understand that's gonna be a problem. So now that I've made somewhat of a community, I do have some people at church that are willing to help me with rides and get where I need to be for probation and meetings and whatnot if need be. But in the end, I mean, my goal is where we left off last time, was decision points, transfer to Akron, and finish on my probation.
That was last time.
I understand that, sir.
Last time you were here, your history was that you were in trouble in Wisconsin
Yes, sir, early 20s.
from 2010 through 2014. And then weren't in trouble at all until this.
Yes, sir, young and dumb, and I got myself cleaned up. I was...
Okay, so so now you've created a mess for yourself that didn't exist last time you were here.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of drugs have you been doing in the last 9 months?
None.
Now, how do I know that?
Drug test me. Follicle test me.
The idea is show up on Mondays and Megan drug test you.
Well, I never failed once that I was going.
Okay. And I just, you have put me in a position to not believe you when you say that.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'm a pastor of a church in Akron, in your Heights area, where Zach has been and his girlfriend have been volunteering for the last, I don't know, I would guess probably 3 months. And so that's how I've got to know Zach and Ashley. They just first came to get food from we have a very large distribution. I'll be quick. So anyway, that's how I got to know them a little bit, but then they switched from just coming to get food to coming and volunteering their time. And they were paying or having to pay for Lyft rides to get from their place so they could just come volunteer. They don't get paid. But I think that speaks to what they're trying to do as a couple. And so after I came to that realization, then we started making sure that we went and picked them up. So that it wasn't costing them to come volunteer to help us through the church. So I can vouch for that he is an extremely hard worker. He works his butt off when he's there. And I'm talking 3 or 4 or 5 hours at a time. It's obvious that he's made some bad decisions, but I believe with all my heart that he wants to, straighten out his life so that he and Ashley can move forward together. Obviously, the car issue is a huge issue, and the job is a huge issue. Granted, they're his fault, I have some friends in council in Akron. I know there's felony, I don't understand all how the felony part works, but I'm sure that I can talk to some folks and we can help find him a job. If we can get him closer to Akron, I'd be happy to personally make sure that he gets to his meetings. I believe in him enough that I'll be willing to do that. I'll do whatever it takes to help this young man as he's trying to get his life back together, if that is in your purview as possible.
All right, thank you. So are you telling me the reason you didn't get a job is because you had a warrant out for you?
No, that's not completely true. I mean, the first month and a half, getting down there, getting settled, learning the area, I applied to a few places. I procrastinated a little bit, to be honest. Then by the time I really got in it, trying to apply to places, I had a few interviews, had a few good leads, and then the car broke down and that was it, so. I mean, at this point, I just want to get back to work and just try my best. That's why I turned myself in. I'm not going to run from this. I made a mistake. I'm trying to do right by it.
Do you have a license?
Yes.
When did you get it?
I have a payment plan and mentor, so technically no. I just have to finish paying that ticket and my license is reinstated.
Okay, so when I ask you if you have a
Yeah,
license.
sorry.
You don't have
Sorry,
it.
yes. I just
How
have one
much do you
ticket.
owe Mentor?
I think it's only $140 left.
Okay. What kind of work are you gonna do?
I'm a certified CNC operator, certified welder. I've been a maintenance technician for the last 8 years. I worked at Weaver Meats, as we've talked about, and Alloy Precision Technologies mentor. I'm very versatile. I'm a 480 electrician certified. I can do anything. I'm quite smart.
Okay, then you should get about doing something.
Yeah, and that's,
Because from what you just told me, you've got the ability to make a lot of money
I do.
at each of those individual things.
I know.
So get off your ass and do it,
I know, I'm screwed up.
okay? How old are you now?
35.
Okay. Let's not revert to 25.
I know. That's why I'm thinking, like I was telling the officer, I'm glad I never resorted back to drugs or anything stupid, at least, so. I'm not gonna go backwards, I can only move forward.
I don't see many people come in here that have certification as welders, that have the ability to operate the machines, and to be an electrician.
Yeah.
Most of them don't have the ability to find their ass with both their hands, okay? So there's no excuse for you
I know.
of bouncing around.
Forgive me, friends. Just a quick pause. It's a choose your own adventure time. So after this, Judge Tony Flores is doing a preliminary exam up in Lansing, and it looks like it'd be a little bit of a longer hearing, but there's body cam, and we rarely get to see body cam. So if that interests you, put a 1 in the chat, and if I see enough 1s, we'll go there after this. Anyways, sorry to interrupt. Back to it.
Working under the table, avoiding responsibility, no excuse for you.
No. That's why I turned myself in, I didn't want to do it anymore.
Then you shouldn't do it anymore. So you spent a week in Summit
Yes, sir.
and a week here?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to waive his final hearing, Jim?
Your Honor, we would waive the final hearing and enter a plea of guilty to the violation.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to these allegations?
Guilty, sir.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. All right, you're going to be continued on community control. officer, 14 days in jail. Credit for 14.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
We have 11.
11?
Yes.
So he's only been here for 4 days?
We have 2/9/26 to 2/19/26.
2/9,
Thursday to Thursday.
2/9, did you say 2/19 to 2?
Yes, we have 2/9 to 2/19 as well.
All right, so 11 here, I guess. So, so 18, credit for 18.
Okay.
When you got did you get your dual diagnosis evaluation?
No.
Why not?
I was hoping to get a job to get insurance because I applied for, me and Megan talked about, I applied for emergency health care or something because I don't have health insurance. So she had me apply for that so I could get insurance before I got a job. But I never got approved for that insurance, I think, because I don't know.
Everybody gets approved for that insurance.
I'm not sure.
You ever had a mental health diagnosis before?
I don't believe so. I don't know what that is exactly, sir.
Any doctor ever tell you you got anxiety, depression, PTSD?
Oh, yes.
That's what he's referring to.
Yes. Yes, sir. Then yes.
Okay, so when was that?
The last time probably was about 2 years ago, and then I had a therapist that I met with weekly, and I got diagnosed with anxiety and depression. And then-
Was there a course of treatment initiated after that?
Just therapy.
Did
And
you
then
do
I was-
that?
Huh?
Did you do that?
Yeah, I've met with her weekly on a video chat through BetterHelp, and then when I lost my insurance, when I originally got arrested for this, I lost my insurance, and then I lost contact with Erica, which was my therapist. So, if I get insurance, I would like to reach out to Erica again. I was with her for like 3 years.
Okay, I'm gonna keep you on community control. Like I said, 18 days, credit 18, no drugs or alcohol with screens. You're going to obtain and maintain full employment, and that means full employment to your potential. You're gonna get a valid license. You're gonna pay the costs and supervision fees. I'm gonna transfer your probation to Summit County. However, for the time being, until further notice, you're still gonna report here 1 time per month. And Kim, I don't know if that'll be to Craig or who, but I want to keep tabs on you, because I don't necessarily trust Summit County,
Okay.
okay? Because the bigger the county, the less they do, quite frankly.
Makes sense. Yeah, that jail was horrible.
So, all jails are horrible. Is this
Well,
place-
that one was-
This place a peach over here?
Compared to there, sir, it was bad.
Well, you should stay out of places.
I
like
don't
that.
want to go anywhere back here or there.
So if you get, when you get your job that provides you insurance, and you want to see whatever her name was, what was her name?
Erica,
Erica, then you should see Erica.
yes, sir.
I could force you to see Erica,
No, I enjoy her.
but if I force you to see Erica, then you'll go to it, and you'll probably stare at the wall, and you ain't gonna get nothing out of it. So if you think that helps you, then you should help yourself, because you should really help yourself.
Yeah, I liked her. It took me a long time to find a therapist that I actually could open up to and like enjoyed talking to, so.
Now, if you don't comply with these terms, then what happens?
Back here again. I
Right.
don't want to do that.
All right, anything else, Mr. Matthews?
No, Your Honor.
Kim, anything else?
Yes, I have
Okay.
two questions.
Okay,
Even though you're allowing the transfer to Summit County, you want him to report here still once a month?
Right.
Wow. He's-
Right.
Okay. And another question is.
and the answer can't come back from those on high that that can't be done, because it is
Okay.
going to be done.
Okay. And I found something else, Judge, so he does not have 18 days, he has 14 days back.
All right, 14.
Okay, thank you.
And then, when, the first time you come back here, I would assume in about a month, you're going to, you're gonna have written down to give to your probation officer exactly the steps that need to be taken to get the license.
Okay.
Now, you got a month, maybe it'll be taken care of if it's as simple as you say
Yes.
before then. If not, you're gonna put in writing all the details.
What I have to do. Understand, sir.
So you should figure out how to go about that, because you're a bright guy.
I can do it.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip from TCF Live. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And you can join us weekdays live, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, right here on this channel.